So, brief update of the FunkFeuer network. Okay. That's the pretty current map of the network with the links. It's a mesh network using OSR. And yeah, so how did it start? It started exactly like we were experimenting with Wi-Fi stuff, a hotspot, an anonymous hotspot at Museumsquartier, and we read in a book by Armin Melusch that there was an abandoned network called FunkFeuer in Vienna. It was an experiment by an ISP trying to do a Wi-Fi network, and it didn't pay off. The technology was not stable enough at that time, and the equipment that we used was not good enough. In parallel, it was a very similar development with Freifunk in Berlin. We both knew the same guy in Assi in Amsterdam, and he was experimenting with a protocol called mobile mesh at that time. And we got interested also here and started to experiment with our laptops in an office and experimented with mesh stuff. And we tested a few things. AODB, mobile mesh, and OSR were the options at that time, and OSR just simply worked. And then we combined the two. We said, okay, we have these 10 roof nodes. Maybe we can put new hardware there, like the cheap Linksys stuff that you all know, and have mesh, and therefore make some problems with connectivity go away because we have multiple links with the mesh and failover, etc., etc. So what we did is we thought, should we make an ISP? And then the answer was no, it didn't pay off. In Vienna we have enough copper infrastructure, enough fiber infrastructure, enough of all the networking infrastructure, and an ISP already tried it and it didn't pay off. So we'll just make a network for the fun of it and just for us. We made a public presentation, said everybody can come and join and take part in that. Okay, so where are we now? It's roughly 240 roofs with multiple devices. It's only 10 kilometers away from the next capital, closest capital, Bratislava. Longest links are 40 kilometers. And I think the important thing is the community here. And we're looking at fiber stuff. Okay. So, principles. The important thing is the people peering agreement. That Ramon talked a lot about yesterday, what you call the license between people is for us the people peering agreement. And this makes it possible, essentially, in combination with the mesh. But the question that I usually get is, how do we pay for bandwidth? And how do we keep it all running? And here's a very interesting twist that many community networks don't have. We have this server housing center. We got a cellar close to the Vienna Internet Exchange, and there is a fiber by now. There is a fiber cable from the server housing center to the Vienna Internet Exchange, ending there at a switch of a friendly ISP, transit ISP for us. And we built it on our own. We could use the cellar for free. We have to pay for electricity. It looks like that. This is an old picture. It looks a little bit nicer now, but it's functional.
It looked just like that the other day.
Oh. Okay. Now, then at least now there's a second room there, and well. So the nice thing about it is it has the gigabit uplink to the Vienna Internet Exchange. We have a switch there at the Vienna Internet Exchange. On the roof of the Vienna Internet Exchange, there's another fiber cable from the University of Vienna, which donated that to us down from the roof, from the antenna, to the Vienna Internet Exchange. So we have like essentially like 2 sinks at the moment to the internet. Is Wolfgang here? No? He helped us a lot with becoming LRR. So we have public IPs, and so everybody here in FunkFeuer has a public IP, at least one, registered for his name. So that's a picture from when we were digging and laying the fiber connection. And some projects that we have currently in Vienna is we're connecting a satellite dish with a fiber cable down to the server housing room. And then there's a big splitter there, so people can choose essentially the channels that they want and stream it over the network. And the idea would be that you have lots of people in Vienna with migration background, so they have, especially Turkish communities, they have a special interest in their Turkish TV channels. So if you can stream that from a central location very cheaply over the network, would be really nice. Another thing that we did recently, we did the network. So the network for Lifeball, which is the biggest HIV charity worldwide, as far as I know. So they asked us, you know, can you connect this building, Datos, main town hall, with book data? Because we asked T-Mobile and they couldn't do it. I said, okay, great. Just for the fun of it, let's do it. And then that was actually the first time we really used our new fiber splicing machine. We have a nice box. This is laser etched at Mintelab. And here's the fiber cable connected to our patch box. And this was laid in Graz and connecting different parts of the Lifeball network. So this is the view from Graz to where we connected to. It was great to climb on these historic buildings. Yeah, that's roughly it, what I wanted to say. And a very active community, I think that's very important.
Great, we have time for a few questions. Right here in front.
You haven't noticed your fiber splicing boxes, so I think you mentioned you're going to do a workshop.
Yes. We're very much interested in fiber right now, and you know, the combination, of course, is perfect. So on Saturday morning, we'll have our fiber splicing machine here. I think they have they prepared something nice, and everyone here can splice it and see how it works. And it's actually very easy. You just need the expensive machine, and then the cable is cheap.
How cheap?
We got a nice one for, I think, 6,000 euros, something like that. Yeah. But I think it's really pays off. The scale at the edge, and you just upgrade the hardware. And yes,
is that relatively universal?
Yes.
Tool?
Yes, it's actually it's welding. Okay, it's welding plastic. Plastic.
Plastic.
Yeah, glass.
Can you say a little bit more about your TV streaming plans?
Yeah.
Is it going to be multiple source signals, or?
Yes. So it's a dish. I don't know. I'm not really in that special working group, so I can connect you for all the details with the guys doing it. But it's essentially a bent dish. So you have multiple LNBs, and then there's a fiber cable going down from the roof for optical insulation. And there you have a switch, and you can split the signal to different servers in the server housing, and they can record whatever they want. And then there's a mid TV box for channel selection in addition.
Where's the TV box come from?
Where does what come?
The TV box.
The signal goes down. There's a switch. You can program the switch to go to different servers so that they can record, and then there's a mid TV box in addition for channel selection.
Do you have any licensing issues with broadcasting TV?
So the question was, are there any licensing issues broadcasting TV?
Don't know yet. We'll find out.
We will find out.
It's all for fun.
It's usually the trick is this actually connects to what you talked about, being sort of with some licensing or legal issues. We consider ourselves a closed community group, like a joint association, and that's very important. For example, for our web server. So it's legal to have like a cell phone system. If you give extensions to your community members, but you're not a public telephone company, and that creates some difference in legal difference.
We'll do one last question.
I just want to add on. the TV license in Austria is the same. If you transport TV for the public, then you need a license. If you do it in your community, it's just like the cabling in your house. No worries.
How logical.
It's
Clearly not
American.
Thank you.